This is W2FJH. We'll be starting the STNY digital voice net here in just about 5 minutes. We do have NetLogger up and running. For those folks who wish to check in early for NetLogger, you can find NetLogger at netlogger.org. We also do have Google Meet up and running. If you wish to join us on Google Meet, you can find the link at stnydmr.net. Also, if you're a Vera member and you subscribe to the Vera Discord, we should also be broadcasting out to there. So if you'd like to hop over there to listen in, or if you just have any technical difficulties, some week, you can also listen in there. So we'll see you folks in just about 5 minutes there. This is W2FGH. This is W2FJH bringing up the STNY Digital Voice Net on Brand Match Talk Group 31367, Wires X Room 83721, and live stream to Google Meet and YouTube and to Discord. The primary purpose of the STNY Digital Voice Net is to foster an active digital voice community in the Southern Tier of New York and to provide a forum for those who are interested or have questions regarding various digital voice topics. While this net is primarily for the Southern Tier, all stations are more than welcome to check in. This net meets weekly on Sundays at 7 p.m. For more information about this net, please visit stnydmr.net. This net will prioritize short-time, mobile, in-and-out, or emergency power stations. We currently do have 8 other stations checked in besides me. So the net would like to recognize N2QFD Mail, K3BYC Carlton, N2RWH Ed, N3OJP Mick, W2KDC Dennis, N2NCB Paul, N2NRA Cliff, and KE2FJO Seth. All right, when checking in, please give your call sign, your name, and your location. So let's first take a standby for any stations that are short time, mobile, in and out, or emergency power. Please call now.
KE2FFE John in Binghamton.
N3DQD.
This is Kilo Charlie 3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray Scott from Sarah, PA.
This is AD30 Denny in Sarah, Pennsylvania. Good evening.
All right, and I have KE2FFE John, N3DQD Ray, KC3 Whiskey Victor X-Ray Scott, AD30 Dennis. All right, just those set of folks there. Please call back and let me know if you were checking in as short time, mobile in and out, or emergency power. Otherwise, I can check you in as regular. But anybody from those set of 4 there, if you were short time, please call now.
AD3, AJN, short time.
Okay, and I have KD3AJN and short time this evening. Ray, N3DQD, I also marked you as short time. All right, were there any other stations joining this evening? Please call now. All right, now that I heard this, so let's quickly jump over to our short time stations. The net topic this evening is Happy 2026, and how was your New Year's, and any New Year's resolutions. So we will head on over first to N3DQD. Ray, how was your week?
W2FJHN3DQD. Well, I hadn't signed in a short time, but I'll take the opportunity to do that. We had a good week. Our New Year's Eve was spent with the East Coast Reflector. We were on their net that they had on New Year's Eve and in the Zoom room. So that was what we were doing during the New Year's Eve. And the other thing that I've been doing this week is I started experimenting a little bit with P25. And I was pleasantly surprised with the audio. I thought it would be kind of more digital sounding than it does, so that was a real pleasant surprise. That's all I have. Back to Nick. This is N3DQD.
Hey, very good there, Ray. And I didn't know that the East Coast Reflector did anything for New Year's. Otherwise, I might have tried to tune in there. I finally got the little one to sleep. The wife already went to bed, and it was like 11:50, and so I was like, well, I might as well stay up the last 10 minutes. So I could have tuned in there. So, all right, let's go to our other short time station with KD3AJN. Anna, how was your week?
Good evening, everyone. Um, our week was good. New Year's Day, we were home and we had a nice meal. Um, we had some ribs and pork or hot dogs and sauerkraut and potatoes. It was really good. And then on Friday, I went to see the grandkids and spent the weekend with them. So I'm really wiped out tonight. But everyone have a good week. 83 AJN.
Hey, very good there, Anna. And yeah, that sounds like a good time there with the ribs and hot dogs and everything for the New Year. So glad you had that, and I also got to see your grandkids. So. All right, let's kick things off then. We'll start with any announcements. If there's any announcements for the net this evening, please call now. All right, nothing heard there. So let's in for questions. If there's any questions for the net this evening, please call now. All right, nothing heard for questions either. So let's move in for comments. As I mentioned there, the net topic again is Happy 2026. How was your New Year's and any New Year's resolutions? So we'll start right off the top of the list with N2QFD. Mail, how was your week?
Good evening, Frank. Happy New Year, and Happy New Year to you and the rest of the net. Boy, they came piling in tonight. It's a nice looking roster, and New Year's was good. We actually didn't stay up. We figured it would manage itself, and there were some could hear some fireworks here. People were celebrating, and looks like everything went off as it should. And New Year's resolutions. Well, I've got some projects I'm working on. I'd like to push my WinLink node over to using Vera, although it does work just fine with packet radio. Would mirror the other one in the area here if we were both on Vera. I've got to get my gateway back up for APRS, and I hope to start testing out C4FM later in the month. I'll make sure I check into the net using that Wires X room of yours. So we'll send it back to net control. This is N2QFD.
Hey, very good there, Mel. And just by the way, thanks for setting up some of those APRS gateways. I know around me, when I was first starting to be a ham and everything, I was messing around with APRS, but I for the life of me with analog, I cannot reach any APRS gateways. So I kind of it was like, oh well, I can't make it work, so I kind of moved on to other things. But yeah, definitely getting those gateways up definitely would help things out. All right, next on the list is K3 BYC Carlton. How was your week?
This is K3BYC, Carlton from Darlington, Maryland. Good evening, Frank. Thanks for taking the net. And good evening and Happy New Year to everyone. I had a great week. I did not stay up for New Year's Eve. I always do kind of day activities with the family. And I know there was an all-nighter net for, and that's probably the one that Ray was talking about. Um, that the hams did there, and that were on various modes coming in there. But I think East Coast Reflection was one, and Mike Chidey, one of our regular uh, net controllers, I think was part of that. So good for him. I think he had the midnight shift. But no, I watch TV in bed till I fall asleep, and that's where it goes. I don't stay up late on New Year's. No resolutions. I do. I say I love the new open spot, and trying to learn the different features of that, using it without the radio on various modes and talk groups. And I did pick up another battery for the Anytone with the USB charger. Picked that up from HRO, and so that gives me some security there on keeping a fully charged battery all the time. That's all I have for now. Everybody, again, Happy New Year. We'll catch you next week. This is Casey, BYC. Back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Carlton. And yeah, maybe we haven't done a AfterNet tech discussion in quite a while. But maybe when you get things situated and everything with the open spot, and if anybody was interested, and for those folks that might not know what the AfterNet tech discussion was, is that after the net concludes, we would move over to Zoom, but Google Meet now. And then we would kind of talk about, some topic. So we haven't had one in quite a while, but maybe Carlton can show us all about the new open spot that he has, and how it works, and the benefits of it over other hotspots. So if you're willing to do that, Carlton, do let me know. So all right, moving on down the list to N2RWH. Ed, how was your week?
And to RWH Binghamton. Hello to everybody on the net. Happy New Year. No complaints here. No New Year's resolution that I hear. Did not make it to midnight. I fell asleep. So, um, other than that, too much going on here. So, wish everybody a good week ahead here. And back to you, Frank.
Hey, very good there, Ed. And yeah, sometimes when all is quiet, that's actually pretty good. So it's a good thing when you have some calm weeks and everything. So, all right, moving on down to N3RJP. Nick, how was your week?
Good evening, Frank. Happy New Year to everybody on the net. I was glad to see New Year's finally show up. I finally started feeling better. Man, what a month. We're in Florida, first part of the month, down to Orlando. We got back on the 15th. I had a couple appointments, and then all of a sudden on Wednesday, whatever date that was, the 18th, felt like a house fell on me. And it's probably COVID-19 or whatever this flu or crud that's going around. But it just didn't go away. Well, I was miserable. And finally the ache stopped, but just a lot of congestion. And still have it. Still not 100% yet, but starting to feel somewhat back to normal here. Maybe this warm weather this week that we're supposed to get will finally get rid of this. It's been a tough go here. We had a good New Year's though. We did have family and my grandson. He was with his father during Christmas time, but so we did all our celebrating on New Year's Day actually, and that worked out pretty well with the gang here. I don't make resolutions. I kind of do it throughout the year, but I've got some equipment bonding that I want to do here in this shack. I got a lot of stuff here, and I really need to bond it all together. I've been reading up on that quite a bit. I want to get more familiar with N3FJP. I got a subscription, but with all the equipment I have here, I don't have it all synchronized into into the one program. And then I've been fooling around finally with this BTEC 6x2. I want to learn all the functionality, get it programmed up. And then maybe this year, depending on how ambitious, get back into CW. I know the code, I've made contacts. It's just not one of my favorite modes, but I think there's times when I want to do it more. But other than that, Frank, sounds like everybody's doing well. I'll turn it back to you. W2FJH and 30JP.
Hey, thanks there, Mick. And yeah, I'm glad you're feeling better. I know you were under the weather there for a while, so glad things are looking up there. And as I mentioned before, yeah, do let me know if you needed any help or anything with the BTEC 6x2. I'm currently on my Anytone, but I kind of have my BTEC sitting on my desk here as backup in case something goes flaky with this radio while I'm on the air. So definitely let me know. I do have a code plug out on 7.3, but it's made for the southern tier, so a lot of the analog stations and everything probably would be useless to you. But yeah, if that helps at all, I could always could always load that and then fill in some more. But yeah, do let me know. So glad you're feeling better. So, all right, moving on down the list. Actually, I see I'm kind of over time here, so let me take a quick standby. For any additional stations, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Please call now.
KD2.
All right, and we have NE2W Ed coming in through NetLogger there. And also, you were a little choppy there, but I did pick up KD2OFD, Stephen. So thanks for stopping by there, Stephen. I'm thinking you might be new to the net, or at least the call sign's not ringing a bell. But I've added you, to the list here. So next on my list is W2KDC Dennis. How was your week?
W2 KDC, Dennis in Dansville. Had a good week, Frank. Quiet New Year's Eve. We did watch the ball come down. We laid in bed and watched television, watched the ball come down. That was a comfortable way to do it. And had our kiss and toast, and that was that at midnight, and off to sleep. New Year's Day, we went to a party at the Moose here in Dansville. They don't have a thing for New Year's Eve, so they put on a buffet dinner and a band New Year's Day afternoon. So that took up our afternoon, and took care of our lunch and dinner for New Year's Day. A lot of good food and good people, fun, etc. And that pretty much rounds out the week. Don't have much more. No resolutions. Uh, what's going to happen is going to happen. So, with that, I'll pass it back to you, W2KDC, back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Dennis. And yeah, glad you got to see the ball drop and you got to do the traditional, kiss, toast, and everything else there. So, and yeah, you got to have a party the next day. So, very good there. All right, next on the list is N2NCB. Paul, how was your week?
Hello again, Frank and all, N2NCB here. Uh, Uneventful for the week. We don't go anyplace on New Year's. Stay put. So it was nice and quiet. Not liking all the snow we're getting, but that's this area. And no resolutions. I don't think I've ever even participated in doing anything all these years either. No, no, I can't say it was I have. Did have another coincidence today though. This afternoon, worked two different stations on the same band in a row. Both were in a row, and both from the same village in Alabama. So they seem to be cropping up here and there as we go along. But there's been a few of those types. I think it was last week at two stations named Joshua, which is a name that doesn't pop up much on the ham listing either. And I think, Frank, I have a question for you. Some of us are going to be interested in how your Christmas party last Sunday was in the dark. And with that, we'll pass it back to you, Frank. Take care, all. 7-3 N2NCB.
Hey, thanks there, Paul. And yeah, it was actually we weren't home. We actually went to my brother-in-law's house. Uh, but getting all the notifications from NICEAG saying that my power was out near my house. And we did get home. The power went out again, and I do remember we got the little girl to sleep and everything, and then the power came back on. So it was a fun evening, but we did make it through it. So, all right, very good there. And yeah, those coincidences, they just keep popping up there for you, huh? So, and one more thing I do want to emphasize too about the snow. It's just so annoying that like every day it's snowing, but it's only snowing like a half an inch or an inch. My wife is a little accident prone, so I always have to make sure I go out and shovel and salt and everything. And it's just like every day I'm going out and having to shovel off some small amount off the sidewalk and everything again. So definitely I'm with you on that one. So, all right, next on my list is N2NRA. Cliff, how was your week?
Oh, happy New Year's to everybody on the net. This is Cliff from Whately, New York, on the border of Pennsylvania, next to Sayre and Athens, PA. Well, we, like you said about the snow, except we had the icy snow and sleet. My brother helped me scrape the ice and we shoveled it off the driveway. Okay. Watched the ball drop and then went to bed. As far as resolutions, I got to get caught up on all the things I didn't do last year, Frank, and the group, and looking looking forward to the January thaw. I think it might be starting about Friday, so we're looking forward to that. And so that's a good thing. With that, we'll send it back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Cliff. And yeah, the it would be nice. Yeah, I think the wife mentioned it's supposed to be like in the 40s or something this week coming up, and I was like, wow, okay, good. Like, I don't know. After Christmas, I'm done with the cold. I'm done with the. I like a white Christmas. After Christmas, I'm done with the snow. I don't get my way though. So. All right. Next on the list, I just wanted to recognize KE2FJO Seth. He's coming in through Discord. But yeah, we'll. I was gonna say Seth. Do let me know if there's some free alternatives like DroidStar for or Android or iPhone. There's also some things for PC and everything. But do let me know or just email me or hit me up on Discord and I can always try to help get you on DMR and onto the net there. So, all right, next on my list is KE2FFE. John, how was your week?
Hey, Frank, WFJH and the group. This is KE2FFE John. I had a great week, Frank. Thanks. Had a great holiday. I was down in Lancaster, PA for New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Pretty quiet New Year's Eve, but just like I like it. My partner Catherine and I started rewatching Ted Lasso from the very beginning. And if you haven't seen Ted Lasso, you'll enjoy it. Even if you don't like soccer or sports, it's one of the best TV shows ever made, I'd say. So that was a lot of fun. Drove back early this morning. I helped produce the Don Giovanni radio show this afternoon, noon to 4 on WNBF 1290. That was fun. And that was about it. So I just want to say KE2FJO, Seth, you got your license 1 month after me earlier this year. I was right where you are. I joined this net just like you did remotely. Frank did the same thing for me. He called me out and said, I just want to recognize John's out there, but he can't participate. So you're where I was just a month or two ago. So I highly recommend you get a DMR radio. It's super fun. You can talk to people all over the world. And if you need some help, Frank helped me. I wouldn't be on right now if it wasn't for his help one night, close to midnight. We finally flipped the right bit on the programming, and then I was hearing people from China and Japan and all over the world, and it's been amazing. So, all right, that's enough for me. KE2FFE John, handing it back over to Net Control, Frank.
Hey, very good there, John. And again, thanks for the kind words. And yeah, no problem helping you out, getting you getting you on the air there. And yeah, that's kind of the crazy thing with DMR. It's like a little tiny speed bump. There's just one thing wrong. You got everything right, but just one thing's wrong, and we won't. It's always good to try to help the people. Get over that one little speed bump, and then once you're on the air, you have a blast. So, but all right, very good there. Yeah, you said Lancaster, PA. I know my for some reason a lot of my Amazon packages and stuff. At one point, I think they're pretty good now, but at one point there's like a Lancaster in New York, I think, and has a big Amazon facility there. And it just so for a little while there, I was calling it the black hole because it always seemed to arrive at Lancaster, and then my package never arrived. So, but very good there. And yeah, I just had to look up that Don Giovanni again. Yeah, he's a local radio broadcaster there in Binghamton, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, if I do have it wrong, please feel free to jump in the comments and after the net here and do let me know. But I wasn't familiar with them, so I had to look it up on Google there. All right, very good there. All right, N3DQD, we did check in with him. So thanks again for stopping by there, Ray. KC3, Whiskey Victor X-Ray. Scott, how was your week?
This is KC3WBX. Oh, had a decent week. Didn't do anything really special for New Year's Eve. Guess my New Year's resolution is try to be calmer about things I can't control. uh, Had a nice visit today with N2NRA. It was pretty nice. Got some coffee and some pretty awesome banana bread. Uh, Trying to enjoy my late season deer hunting. So far, no luck, but hey, I got 3 more weeks here to go. 3 more weeks. So maybe I'll get lucky and put some meat on the table this year. This is KC3WVX, back to net control.
Hey, very good there, Scott. And yeah, just something you mentioned there. I listened to Dave Ramsey. He's a financial podcaster. Does like the Dave Ramsey Network, and he always says you can only control the controllables. Like there's many things, especially in the world of finance, that you can't control. So there's no point in stressing out and worrying about it and everything. You can only control what you can control. And very good there. And yeah, best of luck with hunting. I know my again my brother-in-law is a hunter as well as my father-in-law, and yeah, sometimes they'll go all season and then they'll get a deer on the last day of hunting season or something. So best of luck there. All right, this is W2FJH with the STNY Digital Voice Net. Let's take a quick pause there to see if there's any additional stations out there. Well, yeah, I'll wait till my end of my list. Make sure. But let's see if there's any additional stations out there. Look to check in this evening. Please call now. Okay, nothing heard, so we will move on down the list to AD30. Dennis, how was your week?
W2FJH and that 83L. Yeah, not great. Had a cold all starting Christmas Day, and it hung on all week, and finally got over it. So that was my week. I sat here with a cat a lot. My wife is recovering from surgery, so she's in rehab, and we're still up here in Pennsylvania. We'll be going to Florida by the end of the month sometime, I guess. Didn't make any resolutions. I'm not crazy enough to do that anymore. I I forget about them after about a week anyway, so there's not any not anything I should do. And at 75, I just forget things anyways. So that's pretty much here. We're dealing with the weather and hoping to get down to Florida where it's warm in a few weeks. W2FJH and Annette 83.
Thanks there, Dennis, and yeah, sorry to hear you too were another person that got a cold and it lingered on. So, and for your wife, I wish her a speedy recovery. And as you mentioned, pretty soon you guys will be down there in the warmth. So, all right, very good there. All right, Katie3, AJ, and Anna also checked in. But she was a short time, so thanks again for stopping by there, Anna. Next is NE2W. Ed, how was your week?
Hey, good evening, Frank, and everybody on the net tonight. Good crowd tonight. Good week, good holiday week. Past 2 weeks, sort of just not a lot going on, but just every day getting together with somebody or the family on the weekends. And had a quiet New Year's, didn't do much, sat at home, watched the ball drop. Just finished up the Barra newsletter this evening while I was watching the football games on TV. And it was nice with the weather we had the past couple weeks. We finally got a replacement for our 18-year-old Toyota Sienna van that was on its last legs. We were looking for a car for about 6 months. We found one. And it's funny, it's not the ones we started out for. We went out and test drove a couple of them, and one felt too small, and the other one uh, just didn't have what we wanted. And finally, we test drove another one, and it felt great, so we got it. And I like it. It's good in the winter. First time I've had an all-wheel drive car. Uh, it's nice for the type of weather we had with the slippery roads. So other than that, hope everyone has a happy New Year. Back to you, Frank. This is STNY.
Hey, very good there, Ed. And glad you found a new vehicle there and everything. And thanks again for all your help with the Bear newsletter and everything that you do for Bear. And yeah, not directed towards you, Ed. I just know a lot of people on the highway and everything, and they always get a little overconfident about the all-wheel drive. And I always say, all-wheel drive helps you go. All-wheel drive doesn't help you stop. So, always in snowy conditions and everything, always drive safe, drive slow, and stay safe out there. So, just wanted to mention that. Nothing towards you, Ed. All right, very good there. All right, next on the list is KD2OFD. Steven, how was your week? Nothing heard on my end, but we'll give another go there. KD2OFD. Steven, how was your week? All right, nothing heard there again. I'll try to check back with Steven in case he wasn't listening, or hopefully he wasn't. I know he was a little choppy when he first checked in there. Hopefully he wasn't a short time. But all right, this is W2FJH with the STNY digital voice. And I have reached the end of my list, but just because I had so many check-ins coming in, let me first take a quick standby to make sure that I did get everybody. I didn't miss anybody who was checked in. If you I did say you were on my list and I didn't miss you, please call now. All right, nothing heard there, so I think I did a good job then. All right, so let's open it up. For any new stations or any stations that have checked in with additional comments, questions, or concerns, please call now.
Hey, Frank, this is NE2W. Just wanted to let you know it looked like Stephen KD2OFD was trying to get in, but the duration was only 1 second. It's like he's not holding it. Over.
Thanks, Ed. And yeah, he did. When he did check in, I saw that he was giving his call sign. I heard KD2O, and then it kind of cut out for me as well. But I figured since he came up on my screen there, I had his call sign, so I could at least check him in, and maybe he had a momentary glitch. I know sometimes we have a little loss or a little internet blip there, and but yeah, he's either that or he had technical difficulties, and maybe he was working them out. But we'll try back to him in a minute there. All right. Any other comments, questions, or concerns from anybody checked in, or any last minute check-ins? Please call now. All right, nothing heard. We'll give Steven one last go around here. So, KD2 OFD, Steven, if you're still with us, fire away. How was your week there? All right, nothing heard there. So we might as well wrap things up here. I'd like to thank Mal, Carlton, Ed F, Mick, Dennis, Paul, Cliff, Seth, John, Ray, Scott, Dennis, Anna, Ed K, and Steven for joining me this week. Where we return this talk group back to normal amateur radio use. Everybody have a great and safe week there, and happy 2026. This is W2FJH, and I'll be listening.